From KCET Los Angeles, this is SoCal Connected. Tonight on this edition,
if you're feeling uncomfortable in any way, abort the dive.
A dangerous mission at the bottom of the sea.
We're here for the environment and for the animals that are needlessly killed.
Volunteer divers on a rescue mission, cutting away a death trap for sea life.
We're talking about millions of lives potentially in a large net like this.
Now, reporting from Los Angeles, Val Zavala.
Good evening. You've probably spent a Saturday cleaning up your backyard or your neighborhood. But what if that neighborhood were 150 feet underwater? And what if what you found was killing marine life, including sea lions, seals, and sharks? That's just what's happening off the coast of Catalina Island. But now a group of volunteers are taking on a dangerous cleanup mission. Correspondent Angie Crouch went along for the big dive.
Good luck, Kurt. All righty.
A mile off the southern coast of Catalina Island, these divers are risking their lives on an unusual mission. They're headed 150 feet down to this eerie shipwreck, a 70-foot commercial fishing boat called the Infidel, which capsized in 2006, fully loaded with squid. The ship is shrouded by the 9,000-pound fishing net it was dragging when it went down. It now drapes over the entire wreck in a tangled mass of synthetic mesh and algae.
When you have a fishing boat go down, you have in the hold a large amount of potential food for animals. So things like sea lions especially will come in and try to feed off of, in this case, the squid. And they get entangled in the net, and if they get trapped in the net, they drown.
Over the years, the net has become a death trap for animals like dolphins, seals, and sea lions. This diver is holding the skeletal remains of a sea lion that died in this underwater killing field.
We're talking about millions of lives potentially in a large net like this. Each one plays a role in the ecological dynamics of the system.
That's why these divers are here. Their rescue mission started early this morning.
Hey, Jim, how you doing? Our project today is to pull this up.
Scuba diver Jason Mannix brought the Infidel shipwreck to the attention of the Ocean Defenders Alliance, a nonprofit group of volunteer divers from Huntington Beach who remove abandoned fishing gear.
Everybody has that common goal to remove as much net as possible or to bag it and send it to the surface.
If you're feeling uncomfortable in any way, abort the dive.
Ocean Defenders founder Kurt Lieber reminds the volunteers what's at stake.
The most important thing is here, everybody comes back safe. And then the secondary thing is we get these killer nets out of the water.
Because the Infidel is so deep underwater, divers must be highly skilled. They have to carry tanks filled with a special mixture of nitrogen and oxygen to decrease their risk of developing decompression sickness.
It's very dangerous because a lot of things can go wrong. You have mechanical problems that can happen. Sometimes as we're lifting that net, you could become entrapped in that net. And as that net's going to the surface, the diver could suffer from the bends if they get caught in that. And that has happened, not to us, but it has happened in the past.
You dive this deep in neoprene, you want some extra layers.
Today's dive is the deepest Don Robarge has ever gone down, and he's a little nervous. This is dangerous. Why do you risk your life for this?
We love animals. We do love scuba diving, and this gives us an opportunity to fine-tune some of our scuba skills. But we're here for the environment and for the animals that are needlessly killed from this derelict fishing gear that's left in the ocean continuously. I'm disgusted with it, frankly.
Hey, quit rocking the boat. It means a lot to me. I mean, to have this many people come out and put this much at risk is just tremendous. They've got their families that they're deserting for these days and may not come back. I mean, I want to be maudlin about it, but the potential is there.
Very nice, thank you. Looking good.
Woo-hoo!
Now comes the tough part, slowly descending 150 feet to the ocean floor to begin cutting away sections of the massive fishing net. It's tedious work in freezing conditions, requiring steady hands, sharp knives, and above all, teamwork.
We have a cutting team, we have a support team that's lays back and makes sure nobody gets cut or caught in the net.
And time is of the essence.
We only have 9 minutes at that depth, and then we have to start coming up to the surface because our bodies start getting filled with nitrogen, and you have to go through decompression to come up if you're going to stay any longer.
It kind of looks like a war zone down there. It's like bits and pieces of shredded net, and there's all different types of openings in the boat now.
For diver Jason Mannix, who lives on Catalina Island, this mission is personal.
This is my backyard. This is where I live. This is where I play. If this was on land, this would be an eyesore. But because it's here, in the depth that it's in, and it's not in the public eye, the sea lions won't complain, the whales won't complain, the dolphin won't complain.
In fact, the California Department of Fish and Game says leaving a net on the ocean floor is not against the law, since it doesn't cause a navigational hazard to boaters. Back here on the boat, everybody is anxiously waiting to find out just how much of the net are they going to be able to cut loose. So we're all watching the water to see when that first bit of net rises to the surface. To make that happen, the ocean defenders attach the sections of cut net to inflatable yellow bags that then tow them to the surface. The ocean defenders have done it. Support crews on the boats haul in the freed net while the divers make their slow ascent back to the surface.
Welcome aboard, man. It's beyond cold up now.
That's good.
It is at this point.
It's been a long day, and after 2 dives, the ocean defenders are exhausted, but also exhilarated by a job well done.
This is it's 5%, maybe. Very small percentage. But you can see how deadly these nets are.
This could be down there for 100 years.
This is treasure. This is what we fish for today. It's been down there a long time.
But the real prize is not this fishing net. It's the lives of animals like these sea lions who were sunning themselves all day on rocks not far from our boat.
This is what it's all about, having a little bit of piece of this come up, but there's hours and hours that go into this, and this is the culmination of it. It's fantastic.
You'll see fishermen come out here, they'll have a davit, they'll hang a marlin. This is our catch, and we're always proud of it.
Today's mission was a success, but the ocean defenders make their way back to Catalina Island knowing their work is far from over. They'll return to the Infidel perhaps a dozen more times until all the net is cleared, and then they'll search for another shipwreck and start all over again. Off Catalina Island, I'm Angie Crouch for SoCal Connected.